Hello. Hello, everyone. My name is Kathy Sorbara. It is Thursday, which means we are here live for you today to talk about what our theme of the month is, which is LinkedIn networking. And I'm here with two Team Cheeky members, which you probably haven't met before. To my very left is Mary, and she helps us moderate our private group for associates. And directly beside me is Vanessa, and she helps put together a lot of the private content that we have for our members. So welcome, Mary and Vanessa, and thank you so much for joining us today.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah, of course. So if any of you have been following our videos, we've been talking a lot about LinkedIn networking. And I guess last month we talked a lot about LinkedIn profiles. So I really want to bring it all together today and talk about how LinkedIn fits with your overall job search strategy. So let's start at the very beginning. And I'm going to ask you this, Mary, which is, when should you have a LinkedIn profile? So we talked all about LinkedIn, when to set it up, and networking scripts, but when should somebody actually put their profile together?
You should always have a LinkedIn profile ready. I guess that's the best answer. So no worries if you don't have it done yet, but get going on now. You can build it gradually and have it ready for when you're looking for a job, which you should be preparing to do pretty much any time. So the answer is you should have a LinkedIn profile ready now.
Yeah, exactly. Couldn't agree more. LinkedIn is your online business card, and it rates incredibly high in Google Analytics. So if anyone tries to Google you, they will come across your LinkedIn profile. It's actually something you should try. You should try and Google yourself and see what pops up. Hopefully you're pleasantly surprised that it's your LinkedIn profile. So my next question for you, Vanessa, would be, when should you start networking with people on LinkedIn? So if you have your profile together, when's the best time to start networking?
The best time to start networking is now or yesterday. You should always be networking. You want to sort of start building that rapport, building your network with the contacts that you have currently so that you're ready to hit the ground running when you're in your job search.
Yep, absolutely. The only thing I would add is to be very strategic about it. So a lot of the times we talk to associates and we talk to PhDs like you, and they tell us that, well, I've applied for this job, so now I've started to network with people at the company. But our advice would be to do it the other way around. Start networking with people that are of interest to you immediately before there's even a potential job on the table. And that way you get to know them, you can build rapport, and that will then lead to a referral. It could even lead for you finding out about a job before there is even a job available. So as Vanessa said, you want to start networking immediately and not when your dream job happens to be published. So this leads us well into a blog that just came out on Tuesday. If you follow our blogs, and I'm going to post the blog in the comments for everybody to see. And this one is specifically on women STEM PhDs and how they can use LinkedIn to help them with their job search. And since I have two women STEM PhDs here with me, I thought this would be a perfect opportunity to talk about the blog. And two of the concepts that come up in the blog are really important to a lot of women PhDs. And the first is talking about career breaks. So Mary, can you tell us a bit about how you can use LinkedIn to your advantage if you're going through a career break?
Sure. So I think I'd first say that if you're going through a career break, you're probably actually becoming part of the majority. So not to worry about it so much. There can be many reasons for it. So when you're on your break, if you can be doing anything like getting experience through coursework or volunteering, you can have that in your profile. So it shows that you're still doing things, and you can still keep networking. And reaching out to other people in your that are already in your network or making new connections, and supporting other women who might be in similar breaks to you. My reference is if you're on a break for parental leave. So,
absolutely. Thanks, Mary. And another concept that comes up in the blog is imposter syndrome and how you can use LinkedIn to really overcome these imposter syndrome feelings. So my first question to you, Vanessa, is what is imposter syndrome? And then how does LinkedIn help you get over this?
So imposter syndrome is exactly what it sounds like. It's when you feel like you're an imposter. You have this, and I struggled with this for a long time, and sometimes it creeps back in, where you feel that nobody knows that you're actually an imposter and you don't deserve any of the accolades that you have achieved or any of the accolades that you hope to achieve. And you're sort of hoping that nobody will find out that you're actually not deserving and that you are truly an imposter. You're the only real imposter. So one way that you can, or one thing that was very powerful for me was using LinkedIn to connect to people that I maybe wouldn't have connected with otherwise. And in addition, doing informational interviews. And what I found doing this was I'm not the only one that feels this way, that a lot of us, especially women, and it's documented well in the literature, that women tend to have this imposter syndrome kind of concept in their head more than men. And when you talk to women, then you realize that they really do feel exactly like you. They really feel like, no, they're actually the imposter and you're definitely not an imposter. And it's been a really empowering thing to realize that we shouldn't feel this way. And one way to overcome that is to do these informational interviews and connect with people that you maybe otherwise wouldn't, and realize that this is something that together we can help empower each other and realize that we're not imposters. So that's been really valuable for me.
Yeah, thanks, Vanessa. I think that goes back to one of our favorite sayings, which is remember your value as a PhD. So you're definitely not an imposter, and you have a lot of amazing skills to offer people in industry. So to keep that in mind and to reach out to like-minded people on LinkedIn. And if you're struggling with how to reach out to people, we also, of course, have a 40 networking scripts ebook that you can download for free. And I'll also put that in the comments for everybody. And that can help you think about these initial scripts, how to reach out to people on LinkedIn. But I hope you're able to come away with this knowing a bit more about how LinkedIn fits in with your job search, which is basically it fits into every component of your job search, from the very beginning of getting your profile ready to building rapport with industry professionals and to really brand yourself as an industry professional. So I hope that everybody has their LinkedIn profiles together and they're getting excited to use it. And do read this blog on Women STEM PhDs. I'll make sure to post that in the comments. But I think that's it for today. So thank you, Mary and Vanessa, for joining us. It's great having you. And goodbye, everybody. And post any questions you might have in the comments. Talk soon.